Good morning everybody. As somebody last time mentioned, you always say that the arrow matters more than the bows, but you only do bow reviews and never arrow reviews, and this is what we are going to change today. I got from a friend, from Mark in America, Mark Washtok. He sent me a few arrows where he thinks they are really good. He shoots them, so he said, I want to send you a few. Took a while until they were here, but now they are here. Black Eagle Instinct Nano shafts. I have them in 500 and in 600 spine, and they are normally 34 inches. And they come already with this cresting on it, and then his friend Gary Hall from D&M Custom Arrows, Connecticut, USA, he does then this nice fletching with this split feather stuff, so that's nice. These are the 500 spine, and he said they shoot nicely from 30 to 55 pounds for a 500 spine, not too bad. The weight of these arrows, including, and the interesting thing is they have an outsert here, and then you can put obviously a tip on whatever you like. The outsert on the 600 ones was easy to put on. On the 500 ones I had to sand down the shafts to make them so they were not so easily fit. But it's a very interesting idea, because with the thin arrows, when you have an insert and all these glue-in tips, you're always stuck with it. And this one is a relatively nice solution. They still have a pretty good FOC, so the tip is not too heavy. The outside is 100 grain, and then whatever, this is a 40 grain tip, so 140 grains in front. But look, FOC is still fine. They have now 445 grain or something, yeah, so 450 grain roughly. So they are micro diameter traditional arrow shafts. Okay, the benefit of the micro diameter is because usually our bows, you shoot them off center, and with this arrow you get obviously the arrow closer to the center. Like with a bigger diameter, then they are more off center. So this is one thing, that they're beneficial for this off center part. Then they have the stainless steel outside, as said, and they have a Duracoat wood grain finish. It's windy, and that means that you can even, so it's kind of painted, so you can even refletch them without ruining. So this painting is as they state, quite durable. And the cresting is hand painted, and you get 12 shafts when you check on online stores from the Nano micro diameter company. You get 12 shafts for $105 US, means one shaft is $8.75. Quite a price, but you get already the outside with it, the cresting and the knock, and then fletching you make to your liking. Then we have the 500 grain ones. These are all the same specs, and they shoot easy from 30 to 55 pounds, and they are 468 to 470 grain, so they are 20-25 grain heavier than the 600 grain, and the rest is all the same. And the third arrow, what interested me the most, first of all, it's a 32-inch shaft this time, and then this is the Carbon Express D-Stroyer. These ones have 500 spine, 7 grain per inch, and he said they are nice from 30 to 50 pounds to shoot. Then of course with a more lightweight tip. Here I put a normal insert in, so I would recommend that you take a long insert, and the arrow gets a little heavier. This is a 175 grain tip, the shaft is 260, and for the rest knocks and feathers, so you end up with 460, I didn't write it, 465 grain for the whole shaft, for the whole arrow, which is quite nice. And this is a 500 spine. What is the speciality of these arrows? They have, oh Madonna, it's too windy. Yeah, 1 second. So they have a dual spine weight. That means the first 2/3 until here are different spined than the end there. So it's like, and you can see it even here, there's a slight transition. So here this arrow is stiffer than here, so it's like a tapered arrow shaft, and that sounds for me very interesting. They say through this you get 50% less oscillation And of course on the other side 50% more accuracy because you don't have the oscillation. So and then they have here high modulus carbon in it, K360. These shafts are plus minus 1 grain in weight difference and plus minus 0.003 inches in difference. So, and you can have them 300, 400 and 500 spine. This is, as I said, the 500 one, so the weakest one. But of course you still can play with the arrow tip. And even here FOC with the heavy tip, see 175 grain. See, it's there. It's just fine. It's maybe a little front heavy, but then put a bit more lightweight tip on it and you're good to go. 12 shafts of this one. Only the shafts cost you $120, means one shaft is $10. But when I see that you have here 2 layers, so I don't know how they do it, if they add then only on this part here another layer of carbon or whatever, how they make it, I don't know. But it's like a tapered arrow, that's very interesting, and now we need to shoot them. So, and I said they are made by Gary Hall, D&M Arrows, and my friend Mark sent them to me because he wants me to have nice arrows. It's very kind of him. So now we shoot, especially these ones I'm looking forward, I will shoot them compared to the 400 grain Sungur and to some 600 grain cheap arrows. Now we see how they hold up. And before you start asking, today I test a different thumb protector. I got these ones from Gracie Ellie from Ledoux in New Mexico, and she is a coach at the company mounted archery training, which you most probably know. Trey Schlichting is working there, and they are quite simple made, but I think they are, especially on horseback, you know, you don't want to worry about fiddling stuff. So you have here a rubberized band with this, you know, with these 2 things you can adjust them, but it directly worked out of the box. She makes different sizes. This is the L size, has a double layer here inside, and then a slight, so they don't go straight back, they have here slight at angle, so when you put them on, once you put them on, so go in. My thumb, I almost need XL, huh? Because all my fingers are so, good, it's early. See, then it goes here in a slight angle and then it goes nice around the wrist and stops it from falling, I guess. So now we start. And of course today we shoot one of my new favorite bows, the Suran 2nd generation from AF. We start with 600 grain, they are 34 inches. And this bow doesn't matter, this bow does 37 inches. So now let's see how this works with the thumb protection. Oh, nice. So they are 440 grain. And the bow in full draw has a little more than 50 pounds, so we are roughly... Damn it, these targets don't hold anything. So we need to see then, of course, longer distance shots. That was a bad shot, see? Didn't hold the bow. These are then the stiffer ones, 500 grain. Nice. Kitty out of the way. Nice. They simply fly nice. So I usually don't like these thin arrows, but with these outserts, I think, oh God, they all go through the targets. They really do a really good job. So now these ones, they were interesting for me. The D-Stroyer, it's a 500 spine. And I said this, nice, this dual carbon, nice. And I think they fly straight. Oh, nice. So these ones are, don't know, 600 spine and Skylon Archery Edge 6.2 grain. So these are some cheap carbon arrows. See how they fly. Curvy. And the Sungurs, Sungurs 400 spine, 420 grain. So you see a little difference, or at least I want to see now a little difference. Oh, nice. So now we shoot longer distance and we see what the arrows are doing. Then let's see on 30 meters. What did I say now? These are the 600 grain. And I said this bow has, in this draw length, this 40 pound at 28, so it has 50 pounds, a bit more than 50 pounds at 34. So it's quite something for a 600 spine arrow and a 140 grain tip. Let's see what it does. And I try to shoot with no movement at all. Oh, I went through the target again. But nice. So yeah, saw it. Nice. Yup. Now we shoot the little stiffer ones, if there's a difference. Oop, a bit wobblier, but that was most probably my release. The feathers are helical, so of course the arrow starts rotating and it looks a little. But not too bad. So now we start with these cheap ones, 600 spine. Bit wobbly. Bit wobbly. The Sungur's 400 spine. A lot wobbly compared to the others. Yeah. And these new ones in 500 spine. See that? Really makes a difference, huh? Look at this. I have 3. I think I saw a difference that they don't wobble that much, so I try to do always the same release. So I think you can see that they work really a little better. Sodala 20 meter. The 600 spine Nano, forgot the name again. The thin ones, flying stick needles. 600 spine. They go a little to the left, huh? Ah, yeah. And the same in 500. Yeah. So a bit stiffer works better for this bow. Oh yes, look at these ones, huh? Just fine for this bow. Oh, look at this, nice. 2 cheap ones, 600 spine. Oh, yeah, a bit lightweight, you feel it in the hand. Yeah. Oh. The Sungurs, of course the fletching has a little effect too, I guess. But I like the military Turkish design here, like on my Sungurs. Nice. There. And these, they're really interesting here, and I think I really like them, these D-Stroyers. A bit heavier with this tip. Yeah. These D-Stroyers, huh? But it's June now in Malta, and then of course it rains. The whole winter didn't rain. So what can I say? So these nanos are very interesting with these outserts. Quite cool. 600 spine was for this bow for me now a little too weak. But these 500 spine in 34 inches, you have to see. Not too bad, and as I said, the shafts are not so expensive. They're really pretty, so you get something very nice. And then with the fletching, of course, made by D&M, but nice. I'm only not a fan of these small knocks there, but what can you do? It is as it is. Really nice. The thin ones in these are the 600 grain. Same, only here the whipping came already off, so could be a bit, and even here, so could be a little better secured, but for the rest, awesome. Then we don't talk about these cheap ones. They do the job too. So this is, of course, they are maybe not that precise, but when you want to get, or when you, let's say, spend a lot of money for your bow, really think about and consider investing in good arrows. My Sungurs, the problem I have with that they twist counterclockwise, then they always get some kind of caught up with my finger, so I would need the other ones around. I had them once, then it's easy with the release. It really starts raining now, huh? But still working nice. And these ones I really love. Here whipping comes off again, so of course when you hit the target, could be a little more durable, but they are first of all pretty, grayscale, and then these nice feathers, really nice, and they really fly well, even considering this extreme heavy tip, and they are 500 grain, but they behave very well, and this dual spine stuff here has really some magic in it. So if you really want to improve and want to get something a little more reliable, these arrows are a pretty good choice. Really nice. So I need to stop now because it starts to really rain now. Thank you very much, Mark, for sending these arrows to me. I really appreciate. I might do the other three. I have a little shorten them a bit, that they are 32 inches of the Nano ones, so I see then how they behave then. But really, overall, very impressive arrows. Thank you very much. That's all I have before I get wet here. Stay safe. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one.